Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe.
Breathe and drink. Oh my goodness, family. I want to make sure you know that you are now rocking right here, right now on the Daily Spark. I'm your host, Brother Tim. I want to welcome you and make sure you like, subscribe, share, and of course, make sure you comment so I know how you are liking what we are talking about today. Man, I want to say great emoji to each and every last one of you. We are on the day of emoji. Yes. And you don't Not only in the day of emoji, we are in a whole new cycle, family. We are in the cycle of Nia on the day of emoji. During the week of emoji. Oh my God. So man, the emoji babies get a double round of applause. We have moved into the Nia season, family. So we're going to be able to learn deeper lessons about Nia during this great year of Ujiman. I know I said a whole lot. Many of you are going to be confused. And you're supposed to be confused because you're not linking up with the tribe. You're not linking up with your tribe. And you're not breaking down. You're not getting I don't want to call it a science. You're not getting the philosophy. You're not getting the talking points of the culture. I guess it is the philosophy of the culture, right? But anyway, let's get into it. I'm not going to the script just yet. Not. I'm going to go in a second. Right now, we got to go on and break some stuff down. I want to make sure you get the proverb of the day. Now, I need to stress that this is, I'm sure we did this one before, but those of you that's been around, bear with me, because the new program that I have put together, it has not repeated. So it will go over some of the proverbs we got, but it's pulling the proverbs down, and the proverbs are really aligning. It is incredible. And you may like it. Yeah, I'm liking it too. Oh, wow, man. So I'm up at Simberland right now, sipping on some coffee. I'm about to go in here and give me another cup of coffee. And we're going to have us a powerful discussion today, of course, and all throughout the week, because I'll be at Simba Camp all week, and I wanted to go be as long as some of these days could be. I wanted to move so slow, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in the rush to go to this West Asian male dominated hypocritical fascist narcissistic society. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not in a super hurry to make it to that, right? Get back to that. So I'm going to enjoy Simbaland as long as I possibly can, and I'm throwing as much energy out into the universe to be able to manifest a community like this, so that I could be surrounded by it, to where it'll be around me so much that I'll be like, damn, I need to go chill with some white folks for a little while. I need to go back out here into the world. You know what I'm saying? Because because you know how we could get on, you know how we do. But I would love to be able to, and we're gonna create something like this. We're gonna get us some clubhouses. We're gonna get us some lands. We're gonna get us some stuff together, right? So that we can actually have spots of peace and spots of love where we could come together and we could fall out and go back out into the world. But anyway, so here's the proverb. Wisdom is like a baobab tree. No one person can embrace it with their arms. This is a common proverb from Ghana, West Africa, at least that area. You know what I'm saying? So we want to lift up and we want to celebrate those individuals over there. Oh, thank you, Anna, man. I'm just sending out the cry right now to our family over there in that part of Africa that's called Ghana. So we look at that proverb, right? And that proverb I've used it before, but it fits so well with the algorithm. I'm just like, I am amazed that this machine with just a little bit of programming, a little bit of nudging up, a little bit of plugging into the information that I have been compiling over years is able to pull shit out and line it up in a way just through language, just lining this up, right? You know what I'm saying? I call it an oracle. I know a lot of people don't really want to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? But actually, this AI technology is a modern day oracle. And you can use it or you cannot use it. That's your choice, right? I choose to use it and plug into it and pull the information out that I need. It reminds me, it more than educate me, it's reminding me about shit that I forgot. Like a lot of these haikus, this thing be pulling up, I say, damn, I wrote that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, whoosh, and I'll be looking at some of the other ones that it wrote. I'll be like, damn, you can't count syllables. What the hell? Anyway. All right, so wisdom is like a baobab tree. No one person can embrace it with their arms. Realizing that no one person holds all the wisdom. Realizing that it takes a community to really get the full grasp of wisdom. That means the tall ones. That means the short ones. That means the dark-skinned ones. That means the light-skinned ones. That means the chubby ones. That means the slim ones. That means the sneaky ones. That means the ones that can't dress well and the ones that dress very well. That means the organized ones. That means the unorganized ones. All of them have to come together as a collective, as a community, come together in unity and hold hands to move around a baobab tree. Because I don't know if you ever seen a baobab tree, but they are humongous. And I can't wait to go and see one in one of these African countries. A humongous tree of life. And no one man can embrace it. No one man can put his arms all the way around it. Incredible. Actually, I'm seeing myself right now hugging a baobab tree with somebody taking a picture of me. And I'm looking at the picture right now being like, that is amazing. Let's take it again because I need you to step back so that you could get the full scope of how small I am in comparison of this tree. And I walk up to the tree, I can see the bark, and I'm putting my arms around it, and I look to my side, I can see my right hand around the bark, and I can see my left hand around the bark, right? And I'm looking right at the tree, and I turn it, and I touch it with my right cheek on my face. Some of y'all are freaky out there. With my right cheek, and they take the picture. I'm looking at the picture. Oh, that's perfect. Let's post it, right? Family, we got to see what we want. We got to see what we got to see it, and we got to see it in the proper fashion, right? Right? So let's move to the algorithm and why I kept this one. It says isolation is an old program. Unity is my updated reality. Isolation. Many of us are trying to hug the baobab tree in isolation. We think that we can hug and we could change the world. We think that we could battle the world as an isolated individual, when that battle is doomed to lose. Many of us are trying to fight battles against giants. What do you mean giants? It's just these white people, Brother Hatim. It's just the West Asians, as you say. No, you're trying to fight a battle against the institutions that they have established. You need the total wisdom of our community. And not only do you need the total wisdom, you need that wisdom codified into an institutional giant that can fight beside us and with us. Why an institution, Brother Hatim? Because an institution is an organism that is formed by a group of people, right, to represent them, and it will outlive individuals in the community. At least that's the goal. We form social groups and social networks to, one, hold the information that we have, but also to outlive us so that others may benefit. Now, I know many of us have not been taught that, but this is why we form organizations. We form organizations so that we could pass information on. Most of us have been inducted into organizations that don't benefit us. They don't benefit our community. They're just there to benefit our enemies or benefit those people who are working against our interests. We need to start formulating organizations, institutions that can fight for us and that can hug the wisdom. It's able to hug the wisdom and use that wisdom to do battle against these entities out here that want to destroy us, want to re-enslave us in a sense, right? Isolation is the old program. Unity is my updated reality. Make unity your updated reality. All right. So the Ubuntu loop, here are some adjectives for you to work with on your Ubuntu loop. I am because we are because I am synergistic. Because we are synergistic. And we are synergistic because I am synergistic. I am allied. I am allied because we are allied. And because we are allied, I am an ally. I am collective because we are collective. We are collective because I am collective. Now, how can an individual be collective? Once again, you need to go back to your Nyame notes. Come on now. You got to go and get these books. I keep on telling y'all got to go and have conversations with individuals in the organization. Think about this because, once again, when we talk about individuals, we have to understand that every last one of us are composed of 5 parts. And in some of our systems, it's more than 5. But right now in the system I'm talking about, there are 5 parts of us that have to work together. So each one of us, we are collective in our own right. So in order for me to be able to work with the collective of people, I have to be able to work with the collective of myself. I have to be able to work with my intuition, my mental, my emotional, my spiritual, and my physical. Most of us can't work together because we are out of harmony within our own being. We're talking about pulling other people together. But I'm running around here crazy as hell. My intuition is out of whack, so I can't identify an enemy or a friend. I don't know when somebody trying to hurt me or somebody trying to help me. My mind is all out of whack, right? You know what I'm saying? I can't tell what's right or wrong, right? I can't tell real from the unreal. Our principles. You gotta look at that. My emotions are all out of whack. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in belief energy and anger energy at the wrong things, at the wrong times. My spirit is all out of whack. And my body's out of shape. So how am I going to be collective? Right? I can't bring collective to my people because I'm not collective. Right? And my people can't bring it to me. So this conundrum of the Ubuntu loop brings up the classic problem of what comes first, the chicken or the egg. What comes first, the individual or the collective? Once again, I said there is really no answer. There's just the thought process of trying to work it out. And in trying to work it out, you do everything you can to align yourself so that you can be the example, so that you could be the one that can say, I am a collective because we are a collective. And because we are a collective, I am a collective. And we form a loop that feeds on itself and becomes more powerful as it moves. Because you already know once you get momentum, once momentum is going, if you ever had to push a car in the snow, you know when it's stuck on the ice, it's stuck in ice, you know that once you get that momentum going, family, oh, man, ain't nothing like it. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So, isolation is an old program. Unity is my updated reality. That Ubuntu loop, we own it. Allied is word, a collective, harmonious, a cohesive, indivisible, interdependent, interconnected, unified. All of these are adjectives that you could plug into the Ubuntu loop. If you want to listen to all of them, they're over on the Telegram. Go to the Telegram. I think I ran through all of them in the Telegram, but you get the idea, right? I am cohesive, right? Because we are cohesive. We are cohesive because I'm cohesive. All of these adjectives are connected to the principle of the day, unity. So you get a whole nother group of them tomorrow. And we'll kind of work through them. All right, so here are my haiku for the day. As I moved in woods, I felt a presence near me. Wonder what it was. Out there doing Tai Chi in the dark. I'm hearing acorns and shit cracking in the woods, and I'm like, uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, I hope nothing's slipping up on me. And, at the end of this first Tai Chi session, I pour my mental libation. So I'm going through my list, and I'm trying to stay focused. I'm here. Like, dang, I'm calling on the ancestors. I got to remember, I'm calling on the ancestors. I'm all right. Cause, and it's, I remember I used to tell my children when they was little, I would say, they'd be like, I'm scared to go to sleep. I'm scared of the dark. I said, what you scared of? You got ancestors. Your ancestors beat the hell out of ghosts. You ain't got to worry about no ghosts. The ghosts that you are scared of have to worry about your ancestors. Your great grandma's gonna whoop a ghost ass if it come up in here. Believe that. Especially if it's coming up here for the wrong things. And in most cases, ghosts do come up for the wrong things. But our ancestors, that aspect of the battle, we already won. All right, let's move. As I move, I say, my life becomes clear to me. Nia in motion. So, people, they call it Tai Chi. I call it moving Ashe. I don't, the chi, that's life energy. That's a life force. So the Chinese call it chi. In Japan, they call it ki. In India, they call it prana. And in different parts of the world, they have different names for it. In West Africa, many of us call it chi. I can't remember what they call it in, what do they call it in Ghana? I heard it because I seen a ceremony where they have a term very similar to Ashe in Ghana. And I don't know what it is, but we have different words for these terms. And because like a lot of times we run into these terms and because we have been separated from our culture, we don't know that a lot of this stuff we already have in operation. It's just a matter of us plugging back into what's ours. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to plug back into what's ours. So I'm out here moving Ashe. Have a little bit more of a discussion about that in notes. So go and check out the Telegram. Go to the general discussion. I plug my notes for the show up in there. I have a show before the show. Let's just say it is a Moja. Isolation fade from me. My rebirth is complete. That feeds into the algorithm. The algorithm for the day. Last one, wisdom guiding steps. My ancestors called upon. Blessing. My ancestors called upon. Okay, all right, I got it. My ancestors called upon. Blessing path I walk. So my ancestors was called upon. I couldn't. So working with these haikus, you only get so many syllables, right? Because we are involved with the process of via negativa, right? We're trying to lessen things, and I'm trying to tell my people around me that when we start doing stuff, especially in some of these businesses, and we're dealing with these complicated systems. Before we add something, we got to take something away because we don't know how adding something will complicate other things, right? Some of us, we have places of employment where they will just add stuff. And many of us, because we are so good at what we do, we are able to pick up the slack. But in many ways, we got to stop doing that because really, when it comes down to it, we are the major people. We are the major ones that's holding this whole shit together. The very system that's oppressing us. We are the ones that's holding this shit together because we're so good, right? They fired all these black women and they finding out that in order to do the job that some of these black people that they said were incompetent and only got the jobs because of DEI, right? They got to hire 3 to 5 people to take their place. What you think about that shit? Right? Anyway, let's get into the script, family. We are going to do it. We about to do it. I'm gonna get to the script. I know y'all like, brother, that wasn't a script. No, that wasn't a script. Here we go. Haiku of the day, official haiku. Alone in the storm, drop the weight of solo strife. We stand together. First, I want to wish you peace and joy, peace and power, fam. To my tribe, warriors, elders, nation builders throughout all of our communities as we grow here on the Daily Spark. We stand firm on the sacred foundation of the principle of the day, which is Umoja. In our system, Umoja shines in royal purple, a color representing the deep regal bond that ties us to our Creator, our ancestors, and each other. Today's code calls us to confront one of the most toxic glitches in modern consciousness, the false narratives that you must carry the sky on your own shoulders. If you ever felt like that, family, go and type Ashe into the comments. The system sold us a lie. It glorified the solitary, isolated figure, the lonely hero struggling in silence. Have you ever noticed that? That the heroes they be giving us always be by their damn self? And the villains have a goddamn staff? I can't understand it for the life of me. And that made sense to us. Oh, the good guy be by himself. I used to watch those movies and it never dawned on me until I was watching a video recently and the dude would be like, yo, the bad guy has a whole goddamn staff. The good guy has nothing. Matter of fact, he's lonely and depressed. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the script. The system sold us a lie. It glorified the solitary, isolated figure, the lonely hero struggling in silence, hiding wounds, refusing help, and mistaking vulnerability for weakness. We see it every day across our communities. Black men and black women wearing themselves out, trying to be everything to everybody without ever reaching out for a hand. But our ancestors knew better. The Akan elders remind us with absolute clarity, wisdom is like the baobab tree. No one person can embrace it with their arms. Look at the baobab tree. Its trunk is massive, ancient, and deeply rooted. It holds life, stores water through seasons of drought, and offers shade to generations. Yet no single human being, no matter how strong, can wrap their arms around its girth alone. To embrace the baobab, you must hold hands with your brothers and sisters, your neighbors, and your fellow warriors, nation builders, and elders. You must form a human chain of intention. A human chain of intention, listen to that, strength, and collective purpose. In the book Seven Sticks, Old Man Millennium showed his children that a single stick snaps with ease, but bound together in a bundle, no force on earth can break them. I am not going to say that. I kind of took that one a little bit too far, but it's harder to break than a single stick. This brings us directly to today's core truth. Isolation is an old program. Unity is my updated reality. Through the subtractive approach, our via negativa, what we call via negativa, we do not ask you to add more tasks, build more armor, or do more work. We ask you to identify and scrape off the corrupted buildup. What is the old program of isolation? It is ego telling you that asking for help makes you weak. It is the defensive mechanism that pulls you back into your shell when trial strikes. It is the false story that your struggle is unshareable and that you must fight every battle alone. In the Warrior's Handbook for Life Journey and the Player's Pyramid, we learn that true mastery requires shedding false pride and aligning with collective energy of your tribe. Of course, y'all know y'all get those books in the author's in the description. Is on my author's page. When you run the isolation program, you disconnect yourself from the tribe's energy grid. You drain your mental, emotional, and physical battery trying to do the work meant for an entire community. On this day in history, July 20, 1969, humanity watched human beings step onto the moon. But those steps were not propelled by isolated individuals alone. They were backed by the collective intellect, labor, and vision of over 400,000 workers bound together to touch the stars. When we delayed the isolation program, we installed a Moja protocol. We recognized that our individual body, mind, spirit, intuition, emotions are fractals of a larger collective body. Your breath, your physical posture, and your daily intentions radiate outwards to shift the spirit of your family, tribe, community, and our nation. Stop trying to do it all by yourself. Drop the heavy burden of the lone warrior. Cut the noose and cut the noise. Cut the noose around your neck. Cut the noise. Release the shame of needing your people and allow the strength of the community to lift you. And with that, family, all I can say is Ashe. Make sure you click the link in the description so that you can get more information. You get your shirt for the day and rep your day. Get out here, rep your day. You know, I'm Cool G. I say Cool G's the best, but I can't say it's the best if it's more Nia babies out there with shirts, but I see Nia babies. I'm up here simple that I see a lot of Nia babies talking all this shit, but I don't see not one Nia shirt. Right? My fault. We on Umoja. I ain't gonna see not one Umoja shirt. Got all these Umoja people up here talking this shit. I got the best press. I can't tell. I can't wait to Coochie because I'm busting out my Coochie Chocolate shirt. And I think before these other days, it's too late for Umoja, but I think I'm going to have to go out here and sabotage some of these shirts because I know there's a couple of shirts around here. So they're going to have to come and buy some more shirts. Support the movement. But anyway, you get your Gusa Saba narrative map, family. I'm trying to tell you, you will be surprised how powerful these maps are. I'm trying to tell you, get your Gusa Saba narrative map. Also become a supporter of Daily Spark. And join our Telegram join the Daily Spark on Telegram, family, because I'm posting up a lot of extra information. And also, man, you can buy me a coffee. Then also, last but not least, I am finishing up the workbook for the e-course, right? I'm rewriting it. So, but you won't get the book until after you finish the e-course, right? But I am offering the e-course at 90% off. I would give it away, but I have learned that when I do give stuff away, people will not do it. So I want to make sure that that people go through the process, period, right? Because I know some people don't think they need to go through the process, but we all need to go through processes. We all need to be initiated. We have a saying coming from the African Tree of Life saying, those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And many of us are not fulfilled because we don't want to do the sacrifice, especially when it comes to our shit. We'll go to these universities, we'll sit down and we'll listen to these talking heads do the lectures, but when it comes to us learning about our shit, we supposed to be able to sit down and get it all in a weekend and be accepted into the fold. Hell no, not here. Not here. Not at Simba, not at GM, not hell no. No. Sit your ass down, go through the process. This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. Go through the process. And the process is ongoing. Because once again, we got the wisdom of the Baobab, because we hand in hand. We got elders that's been in this for a long time. We got young people that's been in this their whole life. And I can't wait to see what they manifest. Oh my God. But anyway, family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your support. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, comment. Let me know what you think. Also, family, those of you that felt something on here, type in an Ashe. Throw some fire emojis, because the only way we grow is if we grow. We got our own algorithm, right? We got our ancestral algorithm. But when it comes to this internet shit, they got their algorithm. So the only way we grow is if we grow. This means that you have to comment, you have to like, you have to share, because it will not get pushed. Trust me, I've been doing this shit for 13. I'm going to go back and count how many years. I've been doing this a long time. I got at least 3,000 shows on Spreaker. So Lord knows how many videos I got. But anyway, this is Brother Tim. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. I am out, and I'm on my way to Simbaland. Peace. Well, my fault. I'm in Simbaland. And you know what that means. You are now listening to Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Simba production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.